Hey everyone, welcome to the No Huddle. I'm Tolly Carr. You see where we are. We are in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. This is the final game, and we will crown an HBCU national champion here at the Celebration Bowl. We began the season, man, it was hot back in August. A&T, they took on Jacksonville State down in Alabama. The Aggies will finish the season here in the South, taking on Alcorn State. The MEAC, the SWAC. Who will come out on top? Let's find out right now.
North Carolina A&T.
It's championship time. Where to go home?
Alcorn State. An HBCU championship on the line at the Celebration Bowl in Atlanta, Georgia.
Playmakers on three. 1, 2, 3.
This one had a whole lot of hype coming into it, but the Aggies and the Braves exceeded it with a classic battle between the MEAC and the SWAC. First drive of the game, A&T making big plays early. Markel Cartwright catches one out the backfield for 45 yards. Then, 2 plays later, Lamar Renard finds Zachary Leslie for a 17-yard score. Aggies strike fast, Aggies strike first, 7-0 A&T. Alcorn was making money moves down the field, but a big 3rd and 4 at the A&T 8-yard line is stamped out as Richie Kittle puts the pause on Noah Johnson and the Braves have to settle for 3. Alcorn still trying to get their offense going, but Tamondre Abrams puts a stop to all that noise. The Aggie nuke gets another interception, returns it 22 yards, but it only leads to a field goal. Aggies up 10-3 in the second quarter until Ebell the GOAT, Wheeling, West Virginia's own, finds himself buck naked open for the 27-yard touchdown. He gives Alcorn a little smoke with the Brave Chop celebration. 17-3, Aggies starting to pull away. The Braves looking to put points on the board before the half. Quarterback Noah Johnson was out there willing his team into scoring position. It was Noah Johnson with the legs, Noah Johnson with the arm. He finds Juan Anthony for 26 yards, but the Braves run out of time to get 6, so they drop another 3 on the scoreboard, and it's 17-6, Aggies at the half. Now the first half of the Celebration Bowl was outstanding, but halftime really knocked me out. The blue and gold marching machine giving us a little gap band during their Celebration Bowl set. But the sound of dynamite from Alcorn State, they were definitely fresh. Word to Cool in the Gang.
All right, guys, still hanging out at the Celebration Bowl. No doubt who this guy right here is going to be cheering for. He was on the field last year, Daryl Mack. Show him the... Man, 1, 2, 3, 4.
This one doesn't fit anymore.
So you are here as a fan this year, man. What does it feel like?
It's different. I'd rather be on the field. I'd rather be taking on Alcorn again because I think they think it's a little bit sweeter, but they must have forgot what we did to them in 2015.
And I know you will remind them if they ask.
Yeah.
All right, if you could be, down the middle, your political, and we're not political, but just as a fan, take the bias out of it. How do you see today's game shaping up?
I actually look at it. I watch a lot of film, being that I'm an ex-football player. I think it's a pretty good matchup. It's pretty evenly matched. I think the quarterback battle is going to be pretty even. Running back battle pretty even. What's going to set it all aside is defense. I think it's going to be a good defensive game, but I've been watching, and Alcorn has a few guys that make plays. A&T has guys that make plays, but I'm going to say A&T all day.
Now, you like those defensive battles. You got Shippey on their side, Sterling Shippey for Alcorn. You got Johnson on your side. I mean, those 2 linemen, those guys are, that's as good as it comes.
Yeah, without a doubt. DJ, well, Johnson is, everybody knows him. DJ, when he came in as a freshman, I remember him saying he cracked heads. And we were like, bro, you ain't even got no MEAC hours. But now he's really cracking heads. And I'm proud of the player that he's become, especially going against Brandon all last year. So that's what made him great. And his work ethic. He works harder than everybody else.
Talk about Brandon Parker, who's now with the Oakland Raiders. Is it going to be hard for you to sit here and watch, knowing you cannot run out on that field today?
You know, I was trying to find a helmet that's a pass, but I think security is a little bit tight in here. But yeah, that's my guy. Brandon's my guy. I love him to death. That's my best friend. But yeah, it's gonna be hard to watch, especially when he's not right here beside me to watch with me. So.
All right, he's Dario Mack. He played last year. Show him the rings one more time. Show him the rings. This guy knows.
My fingers kind of.
See the way my fingers are set up. Expert analysis here on HBCU Game Day. All right, we've been hanging out with the Aggies for a little bit. You know, we had to come over and hang out with the Braves. I got Vincent Thompson. He's here with his son and his mother. Now, Vincent, you and I have a lot in common. I used to live in Fayetteville. You live in Fayetteville, North Carolina, but you're an Alcorn grad. So how excited are you about the game here on Saturday?
I was very excited. Just ready to see the Braves come out here, represent Alcorn State University the way we know they are. You know, just so proud to be here and represent our university. It's great.
Now, you guys were in Celebration Bowl 1 back in 2015, came up a little short. Is this the year that the Braves get it done?
Of course. This year is totally different. I see our young men that really handle this as a business trip. I think today's game will really show how far they really are ahead of everyone else.
Tell me how much the community down in Lorman loves the McNairs. I mean, Fred McNair, he just drips Alcorn, everything about him.
Well, I wouldn't say it's just the McNair. It's the Brave spirit, the Brave love across the board. You know, there are many legends, you know, Meg Evers, you know, guys like that came through Alcorn that really kind of built our tradition. The McNairs are part of building that tradition. And now guys like Noah Johnson and really those guys also building that tradition. So it's not just one person. Alcorn, we're a family. So the family involves everyone. So it's a total family thing.
And you got your whole family here. How cool is it that this can just be like a pre-Christmas just get together with just so much kinship and people having a good time?
Well, you couldn't ask for anything better. So my son, he's preparing to go to Alcorn. So this is kind of like the coup de grace. You know, that makes him really excited about getting ready for August. So we love it. We love it.
All right, I have to ask, but I know what you're going to say. Your prediction, how this game will end.
I would say 38-17 Alcorn.
Hey, you have it. Not only did he put his name to it, he put a number to it, 38-17 in favor of Alcorn. We'll have to see how it turns out. Vincent Thompson and his family here on HBCU Game Day.
Now, the halftime show was awesome, but you might want to buckle up because this third quarter showed why these teams are two of the best in HBCU football. The Braves defense puts Big Mo back in Alcorn State's pocket as Brady Smith gets a nice pick on Lamar Renard. Couple drives later, ATL's own Deshaun Waller takes the rock from Decatur to College Park, 48 yards down to the A&T 30-yard line, and Noah Johnson takes it to the crib. 30 yards, 6 points, a little dance to cap it off, and Alcorn closes the gap. Braves down 4, 17-13. Deshaun Waller, who just broke us off with a 48-piece, he comes right back and hits us with a 54-yard run that sets up a field goal. Alcorn within 1 point, 17-16. The Braves fans are going nuts, but the Mississippi Madness was short-lived as Malik to the house Wilson puts the hush on the crowd with a 79-yard kick return touchdown. Aggies back in control, up 24-16. But you can never count out these boys from the reservation. Noah Johnson finds a seam in the defense and makes the Aggies pay with a 59-yard rushing touchdown. Braves back within 2 points in the fourth quarter, and there's no hesitation from Alcorn. They're going to go for two and try to tie it up. Noah Johnson rolls out. He finds Chris Blair in the corner of the end zone. He appears to have his feet inbounds, but it is kind of unclear whether the ball hits the turf or not. It's called incomplete, reviewed, upheld, and Alcorn is still down 2 points, 24-22. Both teams trade punts, and North Carolina A&T gets the ball back with just under 6 minutes left to play, and Lamar Renard and the Aggie offense put on a clinic in time management. They make big play after big play, staying in bounds, running the clock all the way down to 0 and capturing back-to-back Celebration Bowl titles. The Aggies have now won the Celebration Bowl 3 out of the 4 times in the history of the game, and during the confetti shower, all the Aggies wanted to do was show off all that jewelry.
6 of these coming up. 6 of them. Don't never count on A&T. Never count on A&T. I promise you. Don't count on A&T. Never count us out. Number 1, baby.
Stop disrespecting A&T football. Jay Walker, give us our respect, man. I got 6 rings in 4 years, man. I want to thank Morgan State and FAMU because they brought us back to life, and now we back on top, baby.
It means everything, man, just to come here, be back-to-back champions. Our team deserves it. The fans, the coaching staff. We've been through ups and downs this whole year, but God is so good and God is faithful. You know what, man? Just to go out on top, it means everything. As a kid, I never really dreamed of this moment. Like what you said about being a legend or whatnot. But you know what? Personally, I just work so hard and this team works so hard. And God is so good. And, you know, I just want to give it up to my teammates, everybody in the stands that came to support us today. It was a rocky game. Alcorn State is a very good team, but we came out on top. And you know, I ain't think about the legend stuff yet, but that does sound pretty good. We do this 2-peat. We start exactly 2-peat. It's coming. It's coming. We own all of that. It started last season. Right after this game, we was working for this. What they said? They said A&T ain't the same. They said A&T ain't the same.
We suck though. We supposed to lose it though.
What's trying to say? Ice me out. Ice me out. Ice me out. 6 of them. Who else did this?
It's a great feeling. You see them, we need 2 more, man. For the seniors, that's all been all season. They're the most winning class in this in the MEAC history. So they come out, they got 6 rings now. So it was all for them, and we battled adversity all year. A lot of people think we can do it. We were an underdog coming in from Jay Walker, and that put a chip on our shoulder. How much we've been winning, to keep doing it, it shows you the tradition of A&T football. It's a lot, man. I was going through a lot mentally and everything, and my teammates, man, they helped me out so much. I thought about going home, taking a year off, redshirting, but man, without them, I don't know where I'd be. It makes me tear up because of all the shit I've been through, but I just love my team, my family, and I wouldn't think them without them.
Man, it's phenomenal, man. I literally wrote down my goals the night before, and I asked God, man, can I get a picture or something, you feel me? And he came through and he blessed me. So to everybody out there, I say write your goals down and you'll accomplish it as long as you pray.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you? These last year, I'm done. I'm done. They got another one.
Man, through all the ups and downs, you know, playing through adversity, I take my hat off to these kids, man. They play their butts off all year, and especially today. But we played a great football team in Alcorn State, man. Those guys played a heck of a football game. Can't take nothing away from those guys. But I'm so glad we came out on top today, man. Our players, they played to the end, and that's all we can ask for, man.
Oh, yeah. You know we got that done. You see, it's the Aggie Bowl. There's no celebration here no more.
It's a blessing. This whole season, you know what I'm saying, I was back up at starting, and be honest, all I want is my opportunity to show what I can do. Last few games, I was fortunate, I became a starter. Unfortunately, Matt got hurt. I didn't want it to happen that way, but I became a starter. I've been doing my thing since then, and I got opportunity to play in my first championship game as a starter, and we won it. So it's truly a blessing, man. I'm very grateful for this moment right now.
Man, it felt good to come out here, get this dub with the guys. They fought. It was a hard-fought battle, man. We knew coming in that they was gonna give us their all. There was nothing being held back, so we just had to come out here and grind it out for 60 minutes, and that's exactly what I did and what we did. I couldn't be more proud of these guys, man. They really fought, and they brought home a ring for us. They brought home another championship, and that's all we can ask for. Praise to the Most High, man. Thank you.
Hey, they had a great defense. I give my hats off to them. And we had a great defense as well, man. But we were both 2 championship teams, and it just came down to the last minute, and we was able to be victorious.
What have you seen, not just in this game, but all year? It's just to let you get off, or are you just that fast?
First off, I'm humble, so I'm not going to answer that question. But, you know, I want to give all praise to God. And I want to give all praise to God and my kick return team. Hey, Blue, get over here, man. What up, man? Hey, this is part of my kick return team, you feel me?
We blocked.
Without them, I wouldn't be here.
Do your job, baby.
You got to put your Addy in, bro.
Free Ted, man. Brown County, Florida, that's what we do. Free Ted, man.
Hey, we coming back next year. Three-peat. Three-peat. We coming back next year. Three-peat.
So an HBCU national champion has already been crowned, but after the game, there's still another game to be played. We're talking about the fifth quarter. Who is better? Is it Alcorn? Is it A&T? You take a listen and let us know. Well, that was the game. That was the fifth quarter. That was the season. An HBCU national champion has been crowned, and breaking news, it's A&T once again, fellas. My thoughts, it was a very exciting first quarter.
Right.
Second quarter, I kind of, third quarter, towards the end, business really picked up. I think this will go down again as a game that people really remember and talk about a lot.
Yeah, I think for some reason, Alcorn, no disrespect to North Carolina Central and Grambling, but when Alcorn State and North Carolina A&T get together, I don't know if it's that A synergy or whatever, but it's an exciting game. This one, you know, they came down to the wire again. Alcorn State, man, I don't know. I was back there behind that end zone. It looked like that, you know, that was close to being 2 points and being a tie game, but credit to North Carolina A&T, man. They all year, they've weathered the storm, and today was really no different.
Wally, North Carolina Central and Grambling, that game will be remembered for the helmet and the hooks. I think 5 years from now, people are still going to be talking about that 2-point conversion. Do you think so?
Yeah, and it was definitely good. It was a 2-point conversion. I saw it. But at the end of the day, they still didn't stop A&T from walking up the field. and doing what they had to do. So I mean, my only thoughts are you not entertained? Like, I mean, this is it. This is what you wanted. I mean, I loved how Alcorn's ground game started off slow, and in the third quarter, man, they just took off. And it was like a heavyweight fight, like we did the preview. I mean, it was one punch, somebody taking another punch. So I mean, man, this is everything you could ask for.
And Steve, Lamar Renard does not like to talk about his legacy, but I think he cemented it on that final drive. It was the championship drive. They needed to either score or run the clock out, and they didn't do it predictably. I thought they would just run, but he threw in some big passes there, and he's going to go down as –
Oh, he's the greatest in North Carolina A&T history for sure. Apologies.
I was going to say it.
Apologies to Allen Hooker, Connell Maynor, any of those guys, but just the numbers he's put up, 34-2, 35-2?
34-2, yeah.
34-2 now as a starting quarterback. I mean, who does that? He's probably one of the greatest in MEAC history, and you put your HBCU history up there. These last 2 years have been hard to come by, so it's a long road for him. He started off a red shirt trying to fight for time with all those guys. Missed that North Carolina Central game to help Central get the 2016 MEAC title, and ever since then, man, him and his guys have been lights out. Even this year, he had struggles, but he fought and persevered through them. We talked about crying in the coach's room, which nobody really else knew about that, and man, it's just great to see that young man finish his career out on top.
Wally, we've been able to document a legacy, an empire of sorts with North Carolina A&T, a dynasty.
Yeah, definitely a dynasty. It's funny y'all say that. I asked Lamar on the field, what's it feel like? I was like, I know it's still kind of early, but you're a legend in this thing. And he kind of looked at me and was like, yeah, actually. But I mean, yeah, this Aggie legacy from, having Tariq Cohen, who is going down as a great, Lamar going down as a great. All the rings you see in the postgame, it's like 1, 2, 3. They just keep counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know how many rings they got between Celebration Bowl and MEAC. They counting their rings, and man, it's a great time to be an Aggie.
Yeah, man, it's like they're like New England Patriots now. I think I would say like because of the success they've had now in the Celebration Bowl, as well as in the MEAC, beating other teams. I think they're like they just next man up. Teams say that, but they really are like that. It doesn't matter who they pick. They're always going to win 9 games at least every year and at least be in the threat to get either here or the FCS playoffs. So I think they're like the Patriots, especially now in the social media age where everybody, can kind of see them flash their rings. They get talking in front of the camera, and they do a lot of that, but they back it up.
They're like if the Patriots had swag. That's A&T.
Look, the most HBCU thing ever was in the fourth quarter when that song came on from, what is it, something
I can't
West.
think of the song.
Shaq West, Mo Bamba.
Shaq West, yeah, when Mo Bamba came on, the coaches, the players, like everybody, and it was a crucial moment of the game.
Yeah.
Like,
I think I saw some water bottles being squirted.
I want
y'all,
you to be focused right now if I'm a fan. That's what
you're
I'm
not
thinking.
at the club yet.
The old people didn't even know what they were dancing to. They were just like, oh.
They were.
So it was pretty
well,
cool.
Last thought here on the No Huddle as we wrap up the regular season. We still have a special holiday marathon edition coming up for you. We'll have more details on that. But, from the outside looking in, you would think Deep South, the SWAC would be the stronger football team, but conference. But since they've started the Celebration Bowl, it's been all MEAC.
Well, I'm gonna push back on that a little bit. It's been North Carolina A&T.
Yeah.
No disrespect to North Carolina Central, they did great things. But North Carolina A&T has really been a program that, amongst all HBCUs over the last couple years, has stood out. They've gone to FBS teams and won. They have that confidence. They go to ECU. They play at Jacksonville State down here where you saw them at the beginning of the year. And I think that they have been a cut above the rest of them. And so I think, Alcorn State, a great team, a good team. They, people were saying it was going to be heavily favored towards them, but I don't think so at all. I think we talked about Malik Watson, how he would kind of be a turning point in this game.
Malik Wilson,
and he sure was.
He needs a nickname if anybody has ever. I was going to call him Hammer because you can't touch him, but I don't know. That one might not work.
He's the momentum killer.
Yeah.
I think each punt return or kickoff return for a touchdown has been a momentum killer for all 3 that he had. And we were there for all 3 at Jacksonville State here, and then you caught
4.
one.
It's 4, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so he's really been on it. We've been on it. It's been a great year, man. The No Huddle has been fun. It's been groundbreaking. an opportunity to bring people for free 99 online, wherever you are, a total recap of each week. And now that you look at it, I mean, we have put together the entire season on wax.
Yeah, it's been fun, man. It's really a place for everybody who likes and loves HBCU football. Come together, talk smack in the comments, figure out who's playing who and what, and, we hope to snowball that thing into something great for sure.
I love the way the band of the week played out, storylines, everybody has all the clips. You can always get clips of the bands, but, a lot of times people don't get out there and talk to the bands. They don't talk to the fans, and I think, I think that's the great thing about the No Huddle, and I appreciate what you guys have done with it. Man, just making, and the whole team, just making that into something where everybody is a star. And I think that's why the No Huddle has been a success. And, we hope that next year as well, it'll be even a bigger success. So.
All right. Well, a great time to roll the credits here in Atlanta from Celebration Bowl 4. Before you know it,
there it is.
Celebration Bowl 5 will be here. You came up a little short on that toss there, buddy.
No comment.
For Waleed, for Steve, I'm Tolly. Thank you so much for hanging out with us all season long, but we're not done. It'll be the fast break before you know it.
Yes, sir. Hoops time.
But until then, that's it for this football season. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll talk to you soon.
Go,